just laid down right there. I got him bedded.
Got him bedded?
Yeah.
Getting a pretty good look at him?
Well, he's heavy. He's a really cool looking buck, Dean.
Okay. Think we can get in on him?
Well, we can get above him. When he moves, we can kill him.
Think down over there and up there?
I think we're all right here, right now.
I opted to wait him out, and when he got up, he made a pretty strong move. And he went pretty hard. He didn't just ease out of there. He still acted like a really old, smart buck.
I see him.
He's a heavy buck, you know, he's got a lot of mass. I don't have enough to look at his eye guards to tell you what I think he is, but I think he's buck we need to shoot. I got him, Dean. You load it up, you know.
We dropped down, we tried to cut the buck off, get a little bit of elevation down there, and got into some other deer.
Let's just get right here and be patient and see what happens. God, I don't think that's him.
I lost him, Chad.
Yeah, I did too.
He kind of gave us the slip. We weren't really sure what he did.
I think there's two options. He could have gone up this canyon, or he could have kept going straight.
We just couldn't catch up with him. It was a little disappointing that we couldn't find him the rest of the day, but certainly we were very optimistic about the following day. So we headed back to camp that night to get a good night's sleep and get at it again the next morning.
We were right back on the same knob, and Dean's instinct kicked in, and he kept looking to the east.
Is that him?
That is him.
He's going right to left?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yes.
He said, Chad, can you just come over here and humor me and tell me it's not the buck from yesterday? And
is that him there moving uphill?
That is him moving up.
I got him moving in there.
Okay, so let's roll.
This is just one of those bucks that you don't want to let slip through your fingers.
And we'll get right down here out of this brush line. We should be within 200.
Okay.
We're probably 500-600 yards from where we saw him. Let's just stay with single file. Go right to this dark green tree right here and have a look. We're gonna be within 250. I think we can probably tighten it up a little bit.
What you're seeing up on the top of that hill with the optics, it looks very different once you get down underneath that canopy.
Last time we saw him, he was right at the bottom of that double cactus. You see him?
When we catch a few little bits and pieces of movement.
I saw movement. Saw him for a second.
We worked some hand signals, and luckily in that situation we were close enough and we could kind of motion to what was going on.
We've been chasing this buck around for 8 hours. I wasn't going to let him, get away.
Where'd he go?
He's right 20 yards under the savanna.
All we could see was just a small portion of his body and his head and a little bit of his ear, and he didn't give us a lot to shoot at.
Let's take him. I didn't see him go down. Did he go down?
Yeah, he didn't even twitch.
Nice.
Great job, man. That was a great job. That was not an easy deal. I'm really glad you took that shot.
We chased him all day, and he got in that pitaya, and if he had gone right at all, he was going. Oh, look at the character on that thing.
Check the beams on this thing. That is a stud. He's a lot better than I thought.
He's awesome.
What a job.
Nice.
Good job.
It's tough in this brush to see him.
That was a great shot.
Awesome.
That was a great shot. That was a tough deal right there. If you hadn't taken that shot, we might have never seen him.
Yeah.
Dean, just had a small window to get that buck killed and just made a great shot.
He's beautiful, man.
Oh.
You ought to be proud of that.
I am. Look at the brows on him.
That was really a tough kill you had right there to get him killed.
We work for him.
That was one of the tougher deer we've ever harvested.
Sun's just getting ready to pop over this hill, so we're trying to cover this area that's looking into the sun before that sun gets over the top.
I killed my first Coues deer when I was 16 years old, so it's been a passion of mine for a long, long time.
Another optics authority and the founder of Western Hunter magazine is Chris Denham. When it comes to Coues deer, Chris would be proud to call himself a true desert rat.
It challenges every aspect of your hunting game. I mean, you've got to be in good physical condition. You've got to have the right optical equipment.
It's hard on your eyes, hard on your feet, hard on your legs. I mean, it's a challenge.
You're not seeing double, by the way. These are twin brothers, Jason and Josh Whitaker, chief guides for Vaquero Outfitters. They'll be leading Chris on this Mexico hunt.
Who's older?
I am. 24 minutes.
24 minutes.
Chris, we're going to go up, kind of head straight up towards those pitaya cactus, go up through the rocks. We can see really good off the back side.
we got up there to sit down, wind was just whipping and howling. And when you've got your binocular set on a tripod, there's just that constant vibration and it starts to eat at your eyes, and we just struggled. It was beating the hunters up pretty good.
When you're down here for a month and you're usually getting sunburned every day, and then it turns to this, makes it kind of miserable.
There's a buck walking straight away from us in the yellow grass between the gray brush.
The wind's blowing so hard I can't tell what he is. He's 800 right now. He's definitely worth a better look. If you can get to that hill, I mean, you'll be elevated enough. I think you'll be able to see him right in his bed.
Oh, I think so too, because he's right there at that base of him, right there.
I think you should be within 300-400 yards from him right there. You head over there and I'll just stay here and keep an eye on him.
They're in the rut here, so they're constantly moving. You really don't know which direction a buck's gonna go at any point in time.
You head over there and I'll just stay here and keep an eye on him. We climbed this cone pinnacle, and it's pretty high off the desert floor, and you can see a lot of country.
I was trying to dope the wind to figure out which way the wind was coming, because it was blowing 34 miles an hour, but it was blowing, from what I could tell, pretty much into my face.
We're ready, Chris. Just take your time and squeeze.
I hit him hard.
I think you got him. He sure acted like it after the shot.
Where's he at now, Josh?
That big, thick green tree that you could see down there, just on the other side of that swatto.
Good deal. Let's go get him.
We set up, got on the trail right away.
He's starting to bed down, but he's kind of wondering.
We walked out some of the tree lines that we thought he might be bedded in, the most likely places we thought he'd go.
We just pounded the tracks.
It's getting tough. Hard to get him going again.
Everything got dry. Tried dry tracking, but it was so rocky we couldn't push that either. You just got to grind it and grind it. And sure enough, it worked.
We'll just keep walking places we haven't walked yet. And I was just walking along and I looked over and I saw the buck's nose sticking out of a bush.
After we ended up finding him and harvesting him, it was a huge relief.
He's a tough son of a gun.
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior.
Been fighting a lot.
No doubt. Look at his eye guards are just wore down.
And he's gone.
Just thrashed and wore down. And sometimes you just got to stick with it, don't give up, and just keep doing things you haven't done yet, and eventually it'll happen.
We were hot, sunburned, windburned from previous days, and we were tired, and it was a big relief. We're running out of light. We might have to make a decision here pretty soon.
The nice thing about Mexico is the fact that, you can have 2 tags. So when you shoot one deer, your hunt's not over. You can keep going.
Point's running right.
Yep.
He's got split brows, so he's a really cool looking deer. Right there, he's right out in the open, looking up this way.
There are several bucks in here that we'd call management bucks, and this is a great one because he's got some age on him.
The only problem right now, he's at 400, but we've got a real steep angle, so it makes a long shot. But we've got the ballistic turret set up right at 400, so that should be pretty helpful.
We decided it was now or never, so we set up for the shot.
That's right at 375.
There was no wind this morning, so we felt it was a very makeable shot.
He's walking towards the 2 choyas.
You see that gray brush? You got him coming through that?
I got him right there.
Okay, he's gonna come in that opening right there.
Okay. I'm gonna take it.
He's done.
Nice job, buddy.
He's down.
Oh.
Great shot, Dean.
I didn't think I was gonna enjoy Coues as much as I do. Being up like we have been the last couple of days, glassing this country, it's just awesome.
There he is.
You got him?
Right here.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nice.
Awesome. That's a pretty buck. Look at how matched they are.
Yeah. When I saw his eye guards, I'm kind of one of those guys, if I see anything strange, I get really excited, and they're just perfectly matched on both sides. So just an awesome deer.
They are really neat. He's got a lot of character in.
I'd never spent much time with Dean, but it was great, and I was really impressed with how much grit Dean had and his ability to get things done.
It's been an awesome week. We've seen tons of deer, and we've had tons of time behind the glass, and just enough trigger time to keep us all happy.
It was.
To come down here to be able to use these optics, to be able to spot game at 700, 800, 900 yards with the spotting scope, the binoculars, and then have these rifles and all the ammunition and everything to kind of make the hunt all come together. It's just a wonderful experience. I don't want to say I ever forget, but it's kind of nice to remember why I got into this industry in the first place.